2 years removed now, but of the networking that we hear, it's like,
Yeah.
well, one of my buddies, actually, you should meet him. He's from Moscow. Track. He got a track
Oh
scholarship.
wow.
But and he, again, whether he chose it, but and then we already know with kids that are ED programs. I don't think I'm really anybody going honestly almost anyway. It's like so if I know
Oh.
6 kids that have
Oh,
already
that's
accepted,
interesting.
like 4 of them are going to
Providence. That's
Which
wild.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, for sure.
It just seems like an odd ratio.
Yes. I should probably get a prayer book. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a prayer book. And maybe I won't turn this on until I need it, but hopefully remind me. It's right after the silent prayer. Itai, yeah. Can you get me a cup? Is there a cup of water out there? Can you get me one? Thanks. Hey, how are you? Good. Shalom. Good to see you. Do you have anybody home besides me? He's old. Okay. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Where should I put this? All right.
See a nice job I did with the onion?
I tell you, I didn't cut the onion. Sorry, but you did a nice job with your eyeshadow.
Very good.
Very good.
6 years for pickles. I think you'll find those words familiar. Shabbat Shalom. We are on page 10. Page 10.
Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 It is good to be together this Shabbat and on this third night of Hanukkah. So our sanctuary was set up last week at Cantor Treitman's request in the round, and then we had that surprise snowstorm, so moved the service to Zoom. Thank you for those of you who joined Cantor Treitman on the Zoom screen, but we kept the setup so we get to bring in Shabbat and bring in Hanukkah in the round, being able to see each other, and also our menorah, which I decided to just move right to the middle, as you are not supposed to use the Hanukkah light or Shabbat light in any way, but to simply look at it and take in all of the miracles of Hanukkah. So we can really focus on the light tonight. Speaking of Cantor Treitman, so we were out of town traveling, and true story, we were in Logan Airport, just being bombarded with one Christmas song after another, and then ever so faintly, we thought we heard Ma'oz Sor playing, but it was so quiet, we really had to listen. And then we turned around, and there was a family speaking Hebrew next to us, and they were also like, "Is that Ma'oz Sor?" And it was. So Hanukkah, we can feel a little bit different. I've been asking many of you if you like the overlay with Christmas or not. For some, it's made it easier, others may be harder, but Hanukkah is about celebrating our light, celebrating many faiths that have light, holidays of light at this time of year, and especially tonight we can bring on our Hanukkah pride and really show our light. So you can find the Hanukkah blessings on page 279. So we're going to do a little Hanukkah, and then it will be an honor to invite Amy Cook and Lisa Fassberg-Weller to light our Shabbat candles. 279. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavotenu bayamim hahem b'zman hazeh.
Page 365.
Ma'osur Yeshuati V'chana el shabeach Tikon ציון בית תפילתי, ושם תודה נשבח, ואיתכין מטבח, מצר המנבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור, חנוכת המזבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור, חנוכת המזבח. Rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amidst the raging foes were our sheltering tower. Glorious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us. And we'll turn back to page 2 as we invite Amy and Lisa to bless our Shabbat candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehaligner Shel Shabbat. Again, Shabbat Shalom, Happy Hanukkah. For those who don't know, Amy and Lisa were the first Temple Beth David members that Rabbi Micah and I ever met. So good to have you back here together. And those who are at home, I hope you are adding the Shabbat and Hanukkah lights into your home as well. We'll continue on page 20 as we welcome in the Shabbat bride with Lecha Dodi, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
Yalalalai Lecha Dodi, Yalalalai Likrat Kala, Yalalalai B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat Nekabela, Yalalalai Lecha Dodi, Yalalalai Likrat Kala, Yalalalai B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, ki ishmiyanu el hamiuchad, ותפארת ולתהילה. יללה לך דודי, יללה לקראת כלה, יללה בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלם. לקראת שבת לכו ונלחם, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבת תחילה. יללה לך דודי, יללה לקראת כלה, יללה בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. Shabbat, B'nai Shabbat nekavelam. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam besimcha ובצהלה, תוך המוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. Shabbat nekavelai, chadodi, yalalai likrat kala, yalalai b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekavelai. And we can remain standing and turn to page 26 for Chatzi Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
Amen.
ועלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כה ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו
Amen. You can find our call to prayer, page 28.
Adonai המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
And let's join together in the English of Ma'ariv Aravim, our blessing for creation, page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ma'ariv Aravim.
And let's continue together on page 32. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We'll continue on page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך בניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהים.
Hebrew word Maccabee, and so we connect many miracles of becoming free, miracles of being freed by the Maccabees, and we'll sing our Song of the Sea to the tune of Ma'oz Sor.
Mi amocha ba'elim Adonai, mi amocha nedar b'kodesh, oratot osef eleh, Nora tehilot osefele malechutecha ra'uvanecha bokeyam lifnei Moshe uMiriam ze'elianu ve'ameru Adonai imloch me'olam va'ed. Adonai imloch me'olam va'ed. Adonai imloch me'olam va'ed. ונאמר כי פדרנה את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
We'll continue with our prayer for the evening on page 42, especially in these dark nights. We pray that we may lie down in peace and rise up to new life, to new days under God's protection.
Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu leshalom.
Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. Continue celebrating Shabbat, page 44.
Shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat v'dorotam, Berit olam, Beini uvein bnei Yisrael, Oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim et haaretz, uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat, Shabbat, vayi nafash, Shabbat, Shabbat, vayi nafash, Shabbat, Shabbat, vayi nafash, Shabbat, Shabbat, vayi nafash. Invite you to rise in body or in spirit as we enter our tefillah, our central prayer of the service. We'll begin together in the Hebrew and then take a few moments for the prayers from our hearts. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agite ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'Koneh Hakol, Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei Bneihem, Lema'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav Loshia. Mashiv haruach u'mori nagashem. Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishene afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech mimit umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Chaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kdoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha Selah. Baruch atah Adonai,
Ha'el HaKadosh.
Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Continue silently, either with words on the pages or a few moments for our own prayers and thoughts, and feel free to be seated when you are ready. Perhaps you noticed the fine print on page 58, which says on Hanukkah, continue on page 264. So we're going to do that. There's a special Hanukkah insert to the Amidah on 264, Al Hanisim, where we add more praise for the miracles of the past, that we still see their light today.
Al Hanisim ve'al Hapurkan ve'al Hagvurot ve'al Hatshuot ve'al Hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Al Hanisim ve'al Hapurkan ve'al Hagvurot ve'al Hatshuot ve'al Hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Al Hanisim ve'al Hapurkan ve'al Hagvurot ve'al Hatshuot ve'al Hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Al Hanisim ve'al Hapurkan ve'al Hagvurot ve'al Hatshuot ve'al Hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 la 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 lai 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 yai lai 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 lai.
We can turn just a few pages after or before to 253 as we add our prayer for health and healing. We are especially thinking of these members of our Temple family and Temple community who are ill. Colin Monroe, Enrico Mascaro, Benjamin Horowitz, Mateo Goldman, Esya Rushavskaya, Eileen Arnone, Jean Sands, Tom Fiorino, Jerry Spingarn, Joseph Sands, Ethel Sharanow, Rhea Rebecca, Sarah Bat David Viosefia, Rosalind Slifka, Shayna Mannheimer, Dorothy Lewis, Linda Wilson, Squirt Spingarn, Ray Burton, Ian Wellens, Mark Passman, Yehonatan son of Shoshana and Abraham, Stephen Pastor, Rachel Bednarsh, Ruth Batmalka, Jacqueline, daughter of Dolores, Leslie Wasserman, Aaron Wasserman, Maureen Morgan, Griffin, son of Beverly, Jeff Kublin, son of Ida, Robbie Kaufman, son of Miriam, Howie Kaufman, son of Miriam, Carrie Post, Rivka Batchana, Lev, son of Eugenia, Brian Folsom, and Liz Atkins. If there are other names you were thinking of, you may share them with us.
Mishabirach
Avotenu
Mekor habracha
Leimotenu.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishabirach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
And as so many synagogues, congregations are doing this Hanukkah, we add a prayer for our Israeli brothers and sisters who are still in darkness in Gaza on this now 448th day. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless, protect, and guard those missing in action or held captive. We, the members of this holy congregation, pray on their behalf. May the Holy One have compassion on them and bring them out from darkness and the shadow of death. May God break their bonds, deliver them from their distress, bring them swiftly back to their family's embrace and light. We say together, Amen. When Hanukkah falls during the winter break, we get a story, not a sermon. Once there was a small Hanukkah menorah in an old antique store. The menorah had been in the store for many months. It had been there for so long that the owner of the antique store had forgotten all about it. Well, the menorah was never dusted or polished or even wiped just to get the cobwebs off, and it got dirtier and dirtier. Eventually, the menorah sat on a very high shelf. From this spot, the menorah could see everything that happened in the store. Every time the bells over the door jingled, the little menorah would look to see a customer walk in and wander around the store, admiring all the beautiful objects that were there. Every once in a while, a customer would let out a big gasp when they found something they just could not live without. They would pick it up very gently as they carried it to the owner of the store to pay for it. But no one ever gasped when they saw the small menorah. In fact, most people never even noticed the small thing because it sat up high and it was so covered with dust. Nobody wanted the little menorah, and it was very sad. As the weeks passed, the little menorah grew sadder and sadder, and when it was so sad, it would try to hide in the corner. And from where it hid, it watched as the other candlesticks were being sold and carried out by their new owners. It seemed like people bought every kind of candlestick, big ones and small ones, brass and silver. Some held only one candle. Others held 2 or 3. One even held 7 candles. But no one even looked at the little menorah with 9 candles. It just sat in its corner, feeling alone and sad. Until one day the bells over the door jingled, and the little menorah peeked out from its place and was startled by what it saw. There was the biggest candle holder it had ever seen, and this one had 9 places just like it had. The little menorah shook with joy as it looked at the new, large candle holder. It must have stood 4 feet high and its arms stretched 3 feet across. It looked so beautiful and proud, standing there tall and straight. The little menorah just stood there and stared all day long. As soon as the owner of the store left for the night, the little menorah slid from behind its place and called out, "Hey, you, over there." Then the large menorah looked up, finally spotting the small, dusty-covered menorah that was sitting up high. And the large menorah smiled, and they began to talk. The little menorah said, "I've been in this store for months, but you are the first candle holder that I've seen that looks like me, with 9 candle holders, 8 the same height, and 1 a little taller. Why is that? Why are we different?" The large menorah stood quietly for a moment, and then it began to speak. "A long, long time ago, in a land far from here, there lived a people whose nation was under foreign rule. In time, the foreign rulers became crueler, and they forced the people to adopt a new religion. But the people would not have it. They believed in freedom and that no one could force another how to think or believe. They tried everything to convince the foreign rulers that freedom was important to them, but nothing worked. Finally, from among the people, a small army rose who were willing to fight for freedom. Because of their courage, their dedication, and belief of what they were fighting, what they were fighting for was right, they eventually won. After winning the war, these people rededicated their temple and held a celebration which lasted 8 days. "Wow," explained the little menorah, "I've never heard that story before." "And that's not all," said the large menorah. "Ever since then, about 2,000 years, the Jews have celebrated the victory of their ancestors with the lighting of candles for 8 nights. You and I are the special candle holders for which they use on those 8 nights. "Really?" asked the little menorah. "For sure," replied the big one. "I'm really glad you told me all of this," said the little menorah. "I was beginning to feel very strange here. I couldn't figure out why I was so different. But one question, that all sounds good, but if this celebration lasts for 8 days, why do we have 9 candle holders?" "You are very observant, little one," said the large menorah. "The extra candle holder, which is taller than the rest, is for the special candle called the shamash, which is lit first and used to light the other candles." "This is amazing," said the little menorah. "I didn't know that being so different could be so exciting. And I've been so sad." "Remember," said the large menorah, "always keep your head high and your arms outstretched because we are important. The shamash is your most important candle holder. It is the one that helps light the way. We help Jews to celebrate their holiday of freedom and courage." And then a strange thing happened. The shopkeeper noticed the little menorah. He reached up and took it from its shelf and gave it a good polishing. Now the menorah was clean and shiny, and it stood so tall and proud, knowing why it was different. The smaller menorah was placed right next to the large one. That same afternoon, 2 children came into the store, noticing the sparkling menorah, and bought it right away. Taking it home, they placed it in the center of a large table in the middle of the room, and the little menorah was proud to be part of their celebration. And there it stood with its head high and its arms outstretched. Just like the little menorah, we too must stand with our heads high, open our eyes, and use our gifts and our voices to be a light in the darkness. Amen. So we want to add a song about being the light and seeing the light. You can find the words on your supplement, composed by our friend and colleague, Alana Jagoda, that we've introduced here, I think, pretty much each Hanukkah. And again, a reminder of all the ways that we can find the light. I'm gonna light this candle for the joy in our heart. I'm gonna light this candle for tomorrow's brand new start. I'm gonna light this candle for those who know of darkened days, so they may trust the light. It's on its way, gonna light this light tonight. Yeah, 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 I'm gonna light this light tonight. I'm gonna light this candle for those who feel alone. I'm gonna light this candle so they may find their way home. I'm gonna light this candle for those whose hearts are broken, so they may know that God has heard the prayers they've spoken. Gonna light these lights tonight. Yeah, 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 I'm gonna light this light tonight. I'm gonna light this candle for turning our lives upside down. I'm gonna light this candle for finding stillness as the world turns round. Gonna light this candle for the children who are great believers, so they may know they are our greatest teachers. Gonna light this light tonight. Yeah, 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 I'm gonna light this light tonight. I'm gonna light this candle for me. I'm gonna light this candle 'cause I am right where I'm supposed to be. Gonna light this candle so that we may walk our own true path, 'cause there ain't no use in looking back. Gonna light this light tonight. Yeah, 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 I'm gonna light this light tonight. Yeah, 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 I'm gonna light this light tonight. Right, Rabbi Mike is going to take it away with a few more Hanukkah songs to close out our service. Oh, page number is short. Let's see. Page 366. 366. Sing it loud and sing it proud.
Sivivon so Chanukah hu chag tov, Chanukah hu chag tov. Sivivon so Sivivon so Chanukah hu chag tov, Chanukah hu chag tov. Sivivon so Chag Simcha Ulam Niskadol Hayasham, Niskadol Hayasham. Chag Simcha Ulam Sivivon so Chanukah hu chag tov, Hanukkah u Chag Tov Sivivon So 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 Chag Simcha Ulam Nis Gadol Haya Sham Nis Gadol Haya Sham Chag Simcha Ulam Sivivon So 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 Hanukkah u Chag Tov Hanukkah u Chag Tov Sivivon So so so
Page 365.
Chanukah, Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Chanukah, oh Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
364.
Mi Malel Gurot Israel Otan Mi Imne En Bechol Dor Yakum Agibor Goel Ha'am Mi Malel Gurot Israel Otan Mi Imne En Bechol Dor Yakum Agibor Goel Ha'am Shema Bayamim Mayim Bazman Hazeh Maccabi Moshia Ufodeh Uvyamenu Kol Am Yisrael Yitached Yakum Lehigael. So now, truth be told, I've got the Hebrew down really well, and my prayer book is not staying open, and Rabbi Cairns is over there, so you guys are really going to need to take the lead on the English here now. All right, here we go. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage comes to our... I'm doing okay so far. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage comes to our aid. Hearken, 'tis of yore in Israel's ancient land. Brave Maccabeus led the faithful band, and now all Israel must as one arise, redeem itself through deed and sacrifice. Yimalel Gurot Yisrael Otan Mimne Ein Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ha'am. Yimalel Gurot Yisrael Otan Mimne Ein Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ha'am.
We'll save one last Hanukkah song for the end of our service. So just a few brief announcements before we conclude. First of all, you can fulfill the mitzvah of Hanukkah with a very small oneg of sufganiyot. That would be donuts. So remember, you're supposed to eat fried food, so that's fulfilling the mitzvah of Hanukkah. And there's some gelt on your way out. Our lay-led Minyan is meeting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the library. I didn't see who is leading tomorrow, but I'm sure there will be someone. And bagels. Thank you for coming to make Minyan on this Hanukkah Shabbat during our winter break. Next week, we'll be celebrating the first Shabbat of 2025. Our Shabbat evening service will be at 6 o'clock. We figured maybe some late nights next week, so we'll have an earlier service. So 6 o'clock, and then Shabbat morning, 3 options: 9:30 a.m. Tot Shabbat, 9:30 a.m. adult Torah discussion and study led by our lay leaders, and 10:30 a community Shabbat service, morning service for all generations, Shabbat together here in the round. That's at 10:30, followed by Shabbat lunch if you RSVP for lunch. So full welcoming in the first Shabbat of 2025. And read your weekly shofar email for everything else coming up in our secular new year. We've got a lot going on. I will just mention also in January, MLK weekend, we'll be welcoming a really wonderful scholar in residence. That's Shabbat evening, Professor Mark Dollinger. You can read in your shofar about him. And January 24th, we're bringing back Shabbat B'Bayit, Shabbat in the home. Great way to meet people around the Shabbat table. We'll match you. Sign up. All right, page 282 again. Thank you, Rabbi Micah, for amazing Hanukkah music and Shabbat. As always, thank you to our ushers and greeters this evening, who I think was Allison Miller and David Boehm. Welcome if you're back from college. Good to see some returning students. And if you are able, we rise now, page 282 for Aleinu L'Shabeach.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We remain standing as we turn our thoughts to memory. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We are remembering loved ones who have passed away in recent weeks. We are especially remembering Fred Wolf, father of Rachel Preedy, father-in-law of Brian, and grandfather of Thomas and Matt Preedy, who passed away this week. The funeral was today. There will be Shiva here in our area Sunday afternoon. If you're interested, I have those details. We are remembering loved ones whose yahrzeit, whose anniversary of death occur this week. Richard Boehm, Ann Cohen, Michael Doctoroff, David Filer, Jenny Frisch, Sophie Gottlieb, Harry Katzen, Herbert Last, Neil Leader, Joseph Lisbon, Edith Mayers, Samuel M. Merkin, Lee Omensky, Ralph Oppenheim, Martin Silverman, Sylvia Silverman, Mary Soroka, Ruth Smith, Eli Tarlin, Evelyn Tanofsky,
Rose Wand, Ruth Weisel, David Zub. If there are other loved ones that you are remembering, you may share any other names with us. And we join in Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehe shmei rabbah mevorach leolam ulamei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'miran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think we're going to reverse the order. We'll do our Shabbat blessings and then end on, with one more Hanukkah song. So page 5, you can join in Kiddush.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I thought you were saying.
No, yeah.
You can change it. I don't care.
No, we're here now. Yeah. Okay. Good. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemaaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'i kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'achata ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. L'chaim.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hotzi lechem min haaretz.
We'll conclude on page 367. For those who don't know, Peter Yarrow actually just entered hospice this week, so people have been singing just with strength of voice this song that speaks to keeping the light going.
And Rabbi Micah says we have to sing all the verses. So.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years, so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years, so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cried out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years, so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out.
Happy Hanukkah, Shabbat Shalom. I believe there's 2 sufganiyot per person because it was a Dunkin' Donuts miracle and they doubled the order. So please take at least 2. Shabbat Shalom, Happy Hanukkah.